Hi everybody, this is Tom Crooks. How are you today? Thanks for coming to our May parent meeting. We have lots to talk about over the next few minutes and we sure are glad you stopped by and listened in. So here's what's going to happen today. We're going to talk a little bit about this new way of communicating with you. Talk about registration. We're talking about the pool issues for the summer, what's happening in May and June. We'll talk about our dual meets and what those are, what's new at our Y. A little bit on the annual campaign. We'll talk about Coach Steve's retirement party, and then we'll wrap it up. This is a new kind of parent meeting for us. We're not going to meet in person. Number one, we don't have a place to meet really very well. Number two, people are busy and they don't come to parent meetings anyway. So hopefully you like this new version. All you have to do is watch this on YouTube and you can keep it forever, and because it's so riveting and so awesome. Well, okay, you'll watch it once maybe. So anyway, we hope you enjoy this new way of communicating. How else can we communicate with you? The weekly email is the number one key. That comes out every Sunday. It talks about the schedule for the week and any updated happenings. Always check your email. Remember, that's coming now out of the MailChimp app. We are enjoying the MailChimp app because we don't get our emails kicked back. There's no limit on the numbers. It's really great. So hopefully you're enjoying that. Visit the website, the new YMCA name, SpencerFamilyYAquatics.org. On there is everything. Pay attention to the calendar link. In particular, the calendar is updated on a regular basis. Don't forget to subscribe to the calendar so you know what's going on. Anytime there's a schedule change, it'll hit that calendar almost immediately. We've added a Facebook group this year, and we also are on Twitter. If you have not registered for the summer team yet, would you please do so? On our website is a link, SpencerFamilyYAquatics.org/registration. You can sign up and pay right there. If you have any registration issues, please see Coach Jeff. He's our new assistant coach and also our aquatics director. He can help you with any of the mechanics of getting registered. As you know, we have some pool issues this summer. The Cannon McMillan High School pool is under construction. That's going to take place all the way through October. They're already working on the pool right now. Canmac Middle School, or Cannonsburg Middle School, is not available in the evenings. They closed the building down. Trinity Middle School is also a closed building in the evenings. So we had to go to Plan B, which is the Washington Park Pool. Washington Park Pool is a great outdoor pool, 50 meters long and also 25 yards long. We'll be doing most of our practicing in the 25-yard direction, but we do have access to the 50 meter. In fact, we have access to the whole place every evening. So there's the address. It is located very close to where the Pony League World Series is, if you've ever gone to that. So moving to Washington Park's a little bit of a challenge because they don't have lane ropes and they don't have backstroke flags. So we're going to have to create the backstroke flags and the lane ropes. We're looking for helpers. Anybody who has a big truck or a trailer that would be willing to let us use that, we'd very much like to take the lane ropes over on the reel, and we need a truck or trailer to do that. So please let me know if you have access to one of those. Also, we need to build the backstroke flag system. They're actually in-water backstroke flags. This can be done relatively simply with two 5-gallon buckets and 2 PVC pipes, and we'll string the flags in between them. So we've got to work out that detail. So anybody that's interested in helping with that, please let me know that as well. So we're just about at the end of May. Our final practice will be Wednesday, May 24th. Watch our calendar, please, because that may not even be a day that's final. It depends on the availability of the building. We're off for Memorial Day weekend, and then practice moves to Washington Park on Tuesday, May 29th. 7 p.m. to 8:30 will be at Washington Park, generally Monday through Fridays. So June's right around the corner, and we go to Barrel for our first dual meet on the week of June 11th. Then we go to Indiana for our second dual meet on Thursday, June 22nd. Then Uniontown on Tuesday, June 27th. Then we go to one in July, so that's just coming up. Also, practices will generally be from Monday through Friday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 at Washington Park. One thing, it is an outdoor pool, so you'll have to pay attention to the weather. We can swim in the rain, we just cannot swim in thunder and lightning. So there might be an occasional washout. So we'll have to keep in mind that that is a possibility. We have so many new families, we want to talk about what a dual meet is, or in some cases a tri-meet. Dual meet is our team swimming against one other YMCA, and we do have a tri-meet this year, which will be our team against two other YMCA. All of the swimmers should participate. Everyone at all levels can do so. This is an important growth opportunity for the kids. We highly recommend everyone compete. Meets include all levels of swimmers, and they're going to be seeded by time. So swimmers will swim against people that have similar times, which makes it a little bit more fun. Summer meets are normally quicker than our fall meets, and they're a lot of fun. Dual meets, especially away dual meets, are actually easy on the parents and the swimmers. The coaches will determine the lineups, so all you have to do is tell us whether you're coming to the meet or you are not coming to the meet. There are no entry fees, there are no award ribbons. We will ask some of the swimmers what they want to swim and try to make sure that they get a chance to swim the events that they like. But that's really all there is to it. Tell us if you're coming or tell us if you're not. We'll set it up, show up, compete, have a great time. New parents probably want to know what they should bring to dual meets. You want to wear a suit, obviously. Team colors are purple and black. If you have those, that's great. If you don't, it's really not that big of a deal. Bring a cap. We do have caps if some people need them. But bring a cap and bring extra caps, as a matter of fact. You never know when they break or they get lost. Same with your goggles. Make sure you have at least one good pair of goggles, maybe more, just in case something breaks. Bring lots of towels. Kids have a lot of downtime in between their swims, so we want to make sure that they can be dry. Towels get wet and stay wet, so bring lots of towels. Also bring warm clothes. There's a lot of time in between where the swimmers may get a little bit chilled, so make sure they have warm clothes as well. We do have some expectations for the swimmers at dual meets. We want them to be on time, of course. We want them to swim their assigned events. We want them to try as hard as possible, and we want them to simply accept the results of their best efforts. There's also 5 things they'll do after each swim. They're going to shake their opponent's hands. They're going to ask the timer politely for what their time was. They're going to speak to a coach after their swim. Then they're going to come and talk to you. They're going to give you a hug. And then we want them to hydrate after each swim. We also have expectations for the parents. We do want you to be on time as well. We ask that you volunteer. Now this would be a lot easier this year because we don't have any home meets. But we do like to have volunteers. We want you to support your child unconditionally. That means no matter how well things go or how poorly they go, they expect you to support them. So support your children unconditionally. Enjoy the fellowship. Okay, this is a long night. You're going to want to enjoy talking with your friends, meeting new people. Last but not least, make sure you have fun. It's just a swim meet. We're going to do the best we can to have fun all the way around. One other really important task. We need to know who's coming to the meets. If you're coming, you're going to tell us, yes, you're coming. If you're not, you're going to say, no, you're not. You're going to do this via our Sign Up Genius page. Watch your weekly email when we get closer to the meets. There'll be links to the Sign Up Genius page so you can tell us your intentions. We really need to know who's coming so we can prepare the meet lineup and set up the relays. Please help us do this. The key to it, a fast meet, is knowing who's going to be there and how we can set the meet up in a way that will make the meet go as quickly as possible. So please make sure to take advantage of the Sign Up Genius and let us know your intentions. We realize these are all away meets this year, but the barrel team and the Ligonier team can use our help. Our experienced officials will hopefully help their officials. We may need to provide some help in seating and some other ways. Plan to come and help if you're one of our experienced people. Also, our kids have a little bit of an opportunity. We want our kids to show these new swimmers on the other teams how to be really good swimmers and how to do that, not in the pool necessarily, but we want them to learn about sportsmanship, where to go if they don't know where to go for seating, lots of things that the kids can do. Even cheering, showing these other teams how we cheer is going to be very helpful to the other teams. We announced at our banquet that the swim team name has changed to Spencer Family YMCA Swim Team. That's because we've opened a brand new Y. Our old South Hills YMCA didn't have a building. We just opened Spencer Family YMCA to continue all the great programming that South Hills YMCA has been doing for over 75 years. This great building opened on April 30th, and your children, the children who are part of our swim team, have full access to this YMCA now through July 31st. That's the end of the swim season. So take your kids up there, have them check it out. You should stop in and check it out yourself. Maybe you'd like to get a membership, or maybe you'd like to tell somebody you know about the Y. It's brand spanking new, and it is beautiful, and it is magnificent. Speaking of Spencer Family Y stuff, again this year we're running a day camp at North Urbane Park. It's really great. I've been up there and seen the campers. They look like they have a great time. If you know anybody that's interested in day camps, please have them reach out to Andy Preissner. He's the day camp director for Spencer Family Y. He'll get you all set up and give you all the information you need. We just talked about how our swim team is part of the Spencer Family Y. And the Spencer Family Y is actually one of 19 branches under the YMCA of Greater Pittsburgh umbrella. Did you know last year the YMCA of Greater Pittsburgh gave away over $1 million worth of free services to those in need? That's a big thing. Each year we try to raise money to offset some of those costs. We do so through our annual giving campaign. So the annual giving campaign is already underway here at Spencer Y. I'm the chairman of the committee, of all things. And so far we've had over $40,000 worth of pledges received from our Y board members like me, and also our staff, and also some of our friends. So why should we give to the annual campaign? Well, we do a lot of really important programming that the annual campaign funds. One of our favorite things is Camp AIM. It's a 6-week special needs camp at Carlington High School, and there's huge deficits in funding as we try to find out how to transport the kids to and from the camps. We also do lots of day camps and lots of stay camps, and there's all sorts of other programming that are funded by the giving of the annual campaign. Please consider joining me in giving to the annual campaign. Small donations, every little bit counts. Big donations, sure. You have some corporate donations? Yep. You know people that want to donate to a great cause? Bring them on. Want to learn more about it, or if you have any questions, or if you'd like to know how to do this exactly, here's my contact stuff. Thanks for considering it. As you know by now, Coach Steve is retired. He and his wife Kathy are off to South Dakota. Coach Steve is going to be an artist in residence at a facility out in South Dakota, and really gives him a great chance to get back to his roots as an artist, and it's a fantastic way to retire. Look at this great house they saw. They couldn't pass it up. They had to make an offer, and they did. So we wish Coach Steve all the best and thank him for his 25 years of service to the kids. We're going to have a little picnic for him in late June, so stay tuned for details on that. Also, you see his contact information. Please feel free to reach out directly and give him your best wishes. Have any questions about what we've talked about today? Yeah, contact me directly. So see me on the pool deck. I'm there at practice virtually every day. Also, feel free to send me an email or dial me up at the phone number here. If you have any questions about administration of things, send an email off to Mrs. Miller. She's at info@SpencerFamilyYAquatics.org. As acting head coach, please feel free to reach out to me with any coaching questions. I'll be happy to do my best to answer anything that you may have in terms of what your children are swimming and how they're progressing. Also, if you have any sorts of YMCA registration questions or other issues with Y matters, reach out to Coach Jeff. He's our new full-time assistant coach. You see all his contact information. He is also our aquatics director, so he'll be in charge of all our community programming when we get our pools back starting in the new school year. That's a wrap on today's parent meeting. Hope you liked it. It's got to be better than sitting through an hour plus of listening to me talk, so hopefully it's at least good in that regard. Here's our website. Make sure you check it out, SpencerFamilyYAquatics.org. By the way, one of the things we're going to be doing is there's some technique videos and other things that we're sharing on Twitter and Facebook in the Facebook group. You can get links to those on the SpencerFamilyYAquatics.org page. So check those out. Make sure your kids are checking them out. We're going to try to use that more as a medium to communicate those sorts of things as well. Thanks for being here. See you at the pool.